Hello, my name is Robin and I'm an average climber. And these are my first impressions of India after a week since my arrival. So, on the 1st of January, I arrived in Bangalore, India, after 20 hours almost non-stop traveling. As I'm talking to you now, I've already arrived in Hampi after spending 6 days in Bangalore. There seems to be little rules here. The streets are just a mayhem of pedestrians, rickshaws, cars and taxis, bicycles, just trying to get along on the same street.
De påstår att jag ska korsa här. Känns det rimligt eller?
The result is just pure chaos. But it seems to be a controlled chaos. I mean, even I have crossed the street without being run over, so I guess that counts for something. So the only real tip I can give you is not to let your mind wander about. As long as you stay alert, I think you'll be fine. And there's no real place to run from the chaos either. It's just constant day and night, which probably isn't that weird because in comparison, the whole country of Sweden has 10 million people and only Bangalore as a city has the same amount of people. So Sweden is around 20 people per square kilometers. And while Bangalore then is 10,000 people per square kilometers. And however chaotic it may be, I think city life is very humble and the people here are very loving and genuinely interested in you as a person. And there will also be these people who just come up to you and ask you for a selfie, and that I just still don't understand though. And I hate to say it, but the rumors are true. India's cities stink. So from the airport to my hotel, I wasn't really affected by it. The smell was kind of just a mix of spice and heat. And because I arrived at the hotel so late, because I booked my tickets all wrong, and I had to sleep in a small, probably like this sized armchair made of dead animals. Vegan life. I didn't get any real impression of the smell in the city until I woke up the day after. So if I'm gonna try to explain the smell, it's a thick fume of spices, gas, trash, and poop. And not necessarily all of them all the time, but because they kind of shift around, you never get used to it. They just hit you in a mix of those three all the time. But the funny thing is that just after 2 days, you kind of get used to it.
So I realized something as I'm walking through just alongside Poop River here. And right next to the Poop River, there's a golf course. Of course. Just 2 days in, the smell doesn't even bother me anymore. It's a stink that you can't really shake off, so you just have to get used to it. And I am.
But after that, I went from Bangalore to Hampi by bus. These bus rides were told to take around 7-8 hours, and they have beds. I personally didn't get any sleep though, but most other people seem to do, both travelers and locals. So it is kind of bumpy, but it's also very cozy. I have no idea what that is. Like a tractor thing? Yep, it's a tractor. Have to get the groceries to the store. Disturbing my video log. I'm gonna kill them. But the bus rides it was better than expected actually, which will bring me to my next tip of Indian travel. Always expect the worst. And you'll be surprised in a positive way, instead of doing the opposite. If you always expect good things, I think you will be put off pretty quickly. India will bring you a lot in terms of experience, like in a good way and a bad way. But in the end, I believe that it'll add up to a pretty badass experience. So So after leaving my couch surfing place at around 6 at night, I arrived in Hampi around 7:30, so that's door to door. It was so soothing and so wonderful, and the welcoming here is just amazing. So finally, after 6 days in India, the stress just... Monkey! And around here there are just lots and lots of travelers, backpackers, so there's stories around every corner. They're just endless. And it's not that the restaurants are anywhere near expensive, but right now I'm living off peanut butter, sandwiches, and some sort of powder that I found, which was, I thought it was going to be nuts, but there was this weird powder thing with tons of nutrients and stuff, so I think it's like a protein shake thing that you have to boil. I don't know. I eat that. Vegan life. And this is mostly to be 100% sure that it's gonna be vegan, but also it's a lot cheaper than, you know, it's in the margins. It's in the margins. And remember, these are just my first impressions, so the smell and the chaos, I have no idea if that's really true for every part of India. So what I do know from other travelers is that there's just so many stories to tell. India is a really big country and we'll have a different experience depending on what person you are, what you want to do, and where you want to go. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing more of India actually. So the internet is really bad here, but I'll try to upload some more stuff. Next up is going to be climbing stuff, but I don't know when it's coming up, and I don't know when this video is coming up either. But yeah, climbing vids, it'll be great. Stay tuned.
Oh, nice. Well done, man.